Now, despite being just days removed from the initial fire, there are now calls for lawsuits to be filed.
That's right. Let's get to it. 11 Alive Savannah Levin's picking up the story in downtown Atlanta, where the attorney's offices are located. Savannah.
Yeah, you know, we've identified at least 3 class action lawsuits that have been filed on behalf of residents who have been impacted by this BioLab fire. Now, the attorneys I've spoken with say it's still too early to know the full health impacts of all this. That's why they're focusing these suits on the more immediate impacts. And here's what those are. We're going to pull them up on your screen right now. So we're talking property damage, remediation and cleanup costs, lost profits, diminished property value, emotional distress, business interruption, and initial exposure to hazardous chemicals. These suits are focusing on, but not limited to, residents of Rockdale County. Anyone who's been impacted by any of those things we just listed may be eligible to be a part of these class action suits. I spoke today with several people who live nearby the plant. Many say they've seen debris in their yards, everything from a spongy material to stuff that almost looks like plastic. One woman saying that debris was as big as her head. They all say they've experienced a wide range of physical symptoms like painful coughs, headaches, fatigue. One woman I spoke to is hospitalized for those symptoms as we speak. And this morning, the law firms in charge of one of those suits held a press conference. That's where I'm standing now. They cited 11 Alive's reporting that BioLab has a history of incidents with other fires happening there in 2004 and 2016, in addition to more than a dozen OSHA violations that our team uncovered.
It never should have happened. I never thought that I would see the day that Georgia is on fire. When I used to work for the EPA, our job was to investigate tragedies like this. And now the air in Georgia is being destroyed.
So if you believe that you have suffered damages, these attorneys suggest taking photos, keeping your medical records, keeping receipts for anything you had to purchase if you were evacuated. And it's also interesting, I spoke today to a woman who lives nearby that plant, and she said that it's really an agricultural area there. She had to evacuate with her farm animals. You'll hear from her and other residents who say they are frustrated by the lack of answers. Coming up tonight at 6. Reporting live, Savannah Levin's 11 Alive News.
All right, Savannah, thank you so much.